A busy airport, people rushing to catch their flights, the air buzzing with excitement. Everyone's ready for their big trip, everyone, that is, except for Marcus Johnson. Marcus was just trying to board his flight, but little did he know, this ordinary day was about to turn into a wild ride. Oh, and before we dive in, let me know in the comments where are you watching from today? And if you love stories where the underdog comes out on top, hit that subscribe button right now. Now, back to Marcus. See, Marcus looked like just another passenger, but no one on that plane knew the truth about him. And trust me, by the end of the story, jaws are gonna drop. Marcus adjusted his backpack and handed his boarding pass to the flight attendant at the gate. He was a tall man with a friendly smile, but today, his smile was about to be tested. He was flying economy, seat 23B, nothing fancy. But as he stepped onto the plane, he had no idea that a storm was brewing, a storm that would change everything in just 19 minutes. Now, let's slow down and really set the scene. Airports are crazy places, aren't they? Imagine all the noise, wheels rolling on suitcases, people shouting, kids crying, announcements blaring over the speakers. Flight 247 to Chicago, now boarding at gate 12. That's Marcus's flight, and he's right in the middle of all this chaos. His backpack is slung over one shoulder, and he's holding his boarding pass tight in his hand, like it's a golden ticket. He's excited, but not in a big, loud way. Marcus is the kind of guy who stays calm, even when everyone else is losing their minds. Marcus is tall, like really tall. If you saw him, you might think, wow, that guy looks strong. But today, he's dressed super simple, just a plain black t-shirt, blue jeans, and sneakers. Nothing fancy, nothing flashy. He doesn't look like a big deal, and that's exactly how he likes it. See, Marcus isn't the kind of person who wants everyone staring at him. He's happy to blend in, to be just another face in the crowd. But here's the thing, Marcus isn't just another face. Oh no, he's got a secret, a big one, and nobody in this airport, not a single soul, has any idea. Let's talk about that boarding pass for a second. It's just a little piece of paper, right? But to Marcus, it's his ticket to get where he needs to go. It says Marcus Johnson, seat 23B, economy class. Economy class means he's not sitting in the fancy part of the plane, the part with the big, comfy seats and free snacks. Nope, Marcus is in the back, squeezed in with everyone else. But he doesn't mind. He's not the kind of guy who needs special treatment. He's happy with his little seat, his little spot, his little piece of the plane. Or at least, he thinks he is. As Marcus walks through the airport, people rush past him. A lady in a bright red coat bumps into him and doesn't even say sorry. A guy in a suit is yelling into his phone, not watching where he's going. A kid drops his toy airplane, and Marcus bends down to pick it up, handing it back with a smile. That's Marcus, always kind, always helpful, even when nobody notices. But here's the thing, sometimes, being kind and quiet means people don't take you seriously. Sometimes, it means people think they can walk all over you. And today, that's exactly what's about to happen. Marcus gets to gate 12, and there's a long line of people waiting to board. He steps into line, patient as can be, even though the line is moving slower than a snail on a lazy day. People are grumbling, complaining, rolling their eyes. Why is this taking so long? One lady snaps. I have places to be, a man in a tie groans. But Marcus? He just stands there, calm and cool, like he's got all the time in the world. He's not in a hurry, not today. Today, he's just trying to get on the plane, get to his seat, and get where he's going. Simple, right? Oh, if only it were that easy. Finally, it's Marcus's turn. He steps up to the gate, where a flight attendant is standing, scanning boarding passes. She's got a bright blue uniform, a shiny badge, and a smile that looks a little forced, like she's tired of dealing with people. Marcus hands her his boarding pass, and she scans it. Beep. The machine lights up green, which means everything's good. Have a nice flight, the flight attendant says, but her voice is flat, like she's said it a million times today. Marcus nods, says, thank you, and walks past her, down the long tunnel that leads to the plane. That tunnel, by the way, is called a jet bridge. It's like a hallway that connects the airport to the plane, so you don't have to walk outside in the rain or the heat. Marcus walks down the jet bridge, his sneakers squeaking a little on the floor. The walls are plain, the air smells like airplane fuel, and there's a faint hum coming from somewhere, maybe the plane's engine's warming up. Marcus doesn't mind any of this. He's just happy to be here, happy to be on his way. But as he gets closer to the plane, something in the air feels off. Like there's a storm coming, not in the sky, but inside the plane itself. When Marcus steps onto the plane, he sees the usual chaos. Passengers are shoving their bags into the overhead bins, trying to find their seats, arguing over who gets the armrest. The flight attendants are busy, rushing around, helping people, answering questions. Marcus looks down at his boarding pass again, seat 23B. He starts walking down the aisle, counting the rows. Row 10, row 11, row 12, he's got a ways to go, since his seat is near the back. As he walks, he notices people glancing at him, then looking away. Some people smile, some people don't. One guy in a fancy suit looks Marcus up and down, like he's trying to figure him out, then turns back to his phone, like Marcus isn't worth his time. Marcus doesn't let it bother him. He's used to people looking at him, judging him, making guesses about who he is or what he's doing. See, Marcus is a black man, and sometimes, that means people treat him differently, even if they don't mean to. Sometimes, they assume things about him, things that aren't true. But Marcus doesn't let it get to him. He's got a big heart, a strong mind, and a secret that nobody knows. And today, that secret is going to change everything. As Marcus keeps walking down the aisle, he passes the fancy part of the plane, the part called first class. Up here, the seats are huge, like big, comfy chairs, and the people sitting in them look important, like they're used to getting their way. A lady in a sparkly necklace is sipping a drink, even though the plane hasn't taken off yet. A man in a suit is typing on a laptop, looking very serious. Marcus glances at them, but he doesn't feel jealous. He's happy with his seat, happy with his life, happy with who he is. But here's the thing, some people on this plane, some people in those fancy seats, might look at Marcus and think, he doesn't belong here. And that's where the trouble starts. Finally, Marcus gets to row 23. He looks at the seats 23A, 23B, 23C. Seat 23A is by the window, and there's already a lady sitting there, reading a book. Seat 23C is on the aisle, and it's empty for now. That means Marcus's seat, 23B, is right in the middle. Not the best seat, not the worst seat, just a regular seat for a regular guy. Or at least, that's what everyone thinks. Marcus slides his backpack off his shoulder and starts to put it in the overhead bin, but the bin is already pretty full. He has to push a little, wiggle the bag, make some room. Come on, fit in there, he mutters to himself, and finally, the bag slides into place. Marcus sits down in seat 23B, buckling his seatbelt with a little click. He leans back, ready to relax, ready to enjoy the flight. The lady in 23A glances at him, gives a tiny nod, then goes back to her book. Everything seems normal, everything seems fine. But here's the thing, things are about to get wild. See, Marcus looks like just another passenger, just another guy on a plane. But there's something special about him, something nobody on this plane knows. And in just 19 minutes, that secret is going to come out, and when it does, jaws are going to drop, hearts are going to race, and one very rude person is going to wish they'd never met Marcus Johnson. Let's talk about that secret for a second. I'm not going to tell you what it is, not yet. That would ruin the fun. But let's just say Marcus isn't who he seems to be. He's not just a guy in a t-shirt and jeans, not just a guy in seat 23B. He's got power, big power, the kind of power that can change things, fix things, make things right. But Marcus doesn't show off. He doesn't brag. He doesn't walk around acting like he's better than everyone else. Nope, Marcus is the kind of guy who waits, watches, and only steps up when he really needs to. And today, on this plane, he's going to need to. As Marcus sits there, waiting for the plane to take off, he looks around. He notices the other passengers, the ones who are still finding their seats, the ones who are already settled in. There's a mom with a little boy, trying to keep him from kicking the seat in front of him. There's an old man with a cane, carefully putting his bag away. There's a teenage girl with headphones, ignoring everyone. And then there's Marcus, just sitting there, blending in, looking like he's nobody special. But here's the thing, sometimes, the people who look the most ordinary are the ones with the biggest surprises up their sleeves. Now, let's talk about the flight attendants. They're the people in charge on the plane, the ones who make sure everyone's safe, everyone's comfortable, everyone's following the rules. Most of them are nice, most of them are helpful, but today, there's one flight attendant who's about to cause a lot of trouble. Her name is Karen, and oh boy, Karen is not having a good day. Karen's been working on planes for years, and she thinks she knows everything. She thinks she can tell who belongs and who doesn't, just by looking at them. And when she looks at Marcus, sitting there in seat 23B, she sees someone she doesn't like, someone she doesn't think should be there. But here's the thing, Karen doesn't know the truth. Karen doesn't know who Marcus really is. And Karen is about to make a big mistake. As Marcus sits there, waiting, he starts to feel a little uneasy. It's not the plane, it's not the flight, it's not even the fact that he's stuck in a middle seat. No, it's something else, something he can't quite put his finger on. Maybe it's the way people keep glancing at him, then looking away. Maybe it's the way the air feels heavy, like something bad is about to happen. Or maybe it's just his imagination. But Marcus isn't the kind of guy who gets scared easily. He's been through tough times before, and he's always come out on top. So he takes a deep breath, closes his eyes for a second, and tells himself, everything's going to be fine. Oh, Marcus, if only you knew. The plane starts to fill up now, more and more people finding their seats, the noise getting louder, the air getting stuffier. Marcus opens his eyes and looks out the window, even though he can't see much from the middle seat. The lady in 23A has her book up high, blocking the view, but Marcus doesn't mind. He's not here for the view, he's here for something else, something bigger, something nobody else on this plane could even guess. And as the last few passengers board, as the flight attendants start to close the overhead bins, as the plane gets ready to take off, Marcus feels that uneasy feeling again, stronger this time, like a warning bell ringing in his head. And then, it happens. Just as Marcus is starting to relax, just as he's starting to think maybe this flight will be smooth and easy, a shadow falls over him. He looks up, and there she is, Karen, the flight attendant, standing in the aisle, staring down at him like he's done something wrong. Her badge says Karen, and her face says trouble. Her arms are crossed, her lips are pressed tight, and her eyes are narrow, like she's trying to figure out if Marcus is a problem she needs to fix. Marcus looks up at her, his friendly smile still on his face, and says, "Hi, can I help you?" But Karen doesn't smile back. Oh no, Karen is not here to be friendly. Karen is here to start a fight. But wait, why is Karen so mad? What did Marcus do? He's just sitting there, in his seat, with his seatbelt on, following all the rules. So why is Karen looking at him like he's a criminal? Why is she standing there, ready to pounce? And what is Marcus going to do about it? Oh, you're going to love this part, but I'm not going to tell you yet. Nope, we're going to keep you guessing, keep you wondering, keep you hooked, because that's what a good story does. It makes you want to know more, makes you want to keep going, makes you want to see what happens next. And trust me, what happens next is going to be wild. For now, let's just say this, Marcus is in for a rough ride, but not the kind of ride you might think. It's not the plane that's going to shake things up, it's not the flight that's going to be bumpy, it's not the sky that's going to be stormy. No, the storm is right here, on this plane, in this aisle, in this moment. And Marcus, our calm, quiet, friendly guy in seat 23B, is right in the middle of it. But here's the thing, Marcus isn't just any guy. Marcus has a secret, a big secret, a secret that's going to change everything. And in just 19 minutes, that secret is going to come out, and when it does, oh boy, jaws are going to drop, hearts are going to race, and one very rude flight attendant is going to wish she'd never crossed Marcus Johnson. So, what's the secret? Who is Marcus, really? And what's going to happen in those 19 minutes? I'm not going to tell you yet, but I will tell you this: Marcus is the kind of guy you want to root for, the kind of guy you want to cheer for, the kind of guy who doesn't let the bad stuff win. And today, on this plane, in seat 23B, Marcus is going to show everyone what he's really made of. But for now, he's just sitting there, waiting, watching, smiling, while a storm named Karen looms over him, ready to strike. And trust me, this is only the beginning. Marcus found his seat, 23B, and started to settle in. But before he could even sit down, a sharp voice cut through the air like a knife. "Excuse me, sir. You're in the wrong seat." It was Karen, the flight attendant. Her badge gleamed under the cabin lights, but her face? Oh, it was twisted into a scowl. She stood over Marcus, arms crossed, staring at him like he'd just stolen something. Now, let's freeze that moment for a second and really picture it. Marcus is standing there, halfway into his seat, one hand still holding his backpack, the other hand reaching for his seat belt. He's tall, he's calm, he's friendly, and all he wants is to sit down and relax. But then bam, there's Karen, this flight attendant with a shiny badge that says Karen in big, bold letters. Her uniform is blue, crisp, and perfect, but her face? Her face is not friendly at all. Her eyes are narrow, her mouth is tight, and her arms are crossed so hard it looks like she's trying to hug herself. She's staring at Marcus like he's a bug she wants to squash, like he's done something terrible, like he's the biggest problem on this plane. Marcus blinks, confused. I don't think so. My boarding pass says 23B. He holds it up, calm as could be, but Karen isn't having it. She snatches the pass from his hand, barely glancing at it. "This can't be right," she snaps. "People like you don't sit here." Her words hang in the air, heavy and mean. Passengers nearby turn to look, whispering to each other. Marcus feels their eyes on him, but he doesn't flinch. Not yet. Let's talk about those words for a second. People like you. What does Karen mean by that? What is she trying to say? Marcus hears those words, and they hit him like a punch, but he doesn't show it. His face stays calm, his eyes stay steady, but inside, inside, he feels something hot, something angry, something that says, "Why is she treating me like this?" But Marcus doesn't yell, he doesn't shout, he doesn't lose his cool. No, Marcus is stronger than that, smarter than that, better than that. He's been through moments like this before, moments where people look at him and decide, without even knowing him, that he doesn't belong, that he's not good enough, that he's doing something wrong. But Marcus knows the truth, and the truth is something Karen can't even imagine. Karen holds the boarding pass up, waving it in the air like it's a piece of trash. "This can't be right," she says again, louder this time, making sure everyone hears. "There's no way this is your seat." Her voice is sharp, like a teacher scolding a kid who didn't do their homework. The lady in seat 23A, the one by the window, looks up from her book, her eyes wide. The man in the row in front of Marcus turns around, peeking over the back of his seat, curious. A teenage girl a few rows back pulls off her headphones, leaning into the aisle to see what's going on. Everyone is watching now, everyone is listening, and Karen? Oh, Karen loves it. She loves being the center of attention, loves being the one in charge, loves being the one who gets to decide who's right and who's wrong. Marcus takes a deep breath, his chest rising and falling slowly. He looks at Karen, right into her eyes, and says, "Ma'am, I'm in the right seat. My boarding pass says 23B. You can check it if you want." His voice is steady, like a rock in a storm, like nothing can shake him. But Karen? She doesn't like that. She doesn't like that Marcus is calm, doesn't like that he's not scared, doesn't like that he's not backing down. So she leans in closer, so close that Marcus can see the lines on her face, the mascara on her eyelashes, the tiny beads of sweat on her forehead. "I don't need to check anything," she snaps. "I know this isn't your seat. People like you don't sit here." There it is again, people like you. Those words, those mean, heavy words, hang in the air like a dark cloud. The lady in 23A gasps a little, her hand going to her mouth. The man in front turns around fully now, his eyebrows raised. The teenage girl whispers something to her mom, who shakes her head, looking upset. Marcus feels all those eyes on him, all those whispers around him, but he doesn't look away from Karen. He doesn't flinch, he doesn't blink, he doesn't move. He just stands there, tall and strong, like a tree in a storm, like nothing can knock him down. But let's talk about what's happening inside Marcus, because even though he looks calm, even though he sounds steady, inside, oh, inside, things are moving, things are turning, things are heating up. Marcus feels those words, people like you, and they sting, they burn, they make his heart beat faster. He knows what Karen means, even if she doesn't say it out loud. She's looking at him, at his skin, at his clothes, at his backpack, and she's deciding, without even knowing him, that he doesn't belong, that he's not supposed to be here, that he's not good enough. And that makes Marcus angry, but not the kind of angry where you yell and scream. No, Marcus's anger is quiet, it's deep, it's strong, like a river running under the ground, waiting for the right moment to burst out. Karen leans in even closer now, her voice loud enough for everyone to hear. I bet you upgraded your seat with some kind of trick. I've seen it before. You need to move now. Her words are like a slap, sharp and mean, and the whole plane seems to hold its breath. The lady in 23A puts her book down completely, staring at Karen like she can't believe what she's hearing. The man in front mutters something under his breath, something like, wow, that's harsh. The teenage girl whispers to her mom again, and this time, her mom nods, looking angry. Everyone is watching, everyone is listening, and Marcus feels the weight of it all, but he doesn't let it crush him. No, Marcus is stronger than that, smarter than that, better than that. Marcus takes another deep breath, his jaw tight, but his voice stays steady. Ma'am, I paid for the seat fair and square. You can check the system. His words are calm, but there's a power in them, a strength, a hint of something bigger, something hidden, something Karen can't see. But Karen? She doesn't care. She doesn't want to listen, doesn't want to check, doesn't want to be wrong. So she rolls her eyes, big and dramatic, like Marcus is the most annoying person she's ever met. And then, oh, then, she mutters something under her breath, something ugly, something mean, something that makes Marcus's blood boil. What did she say? Oh, it's not nice at all. It's a word, a bad word, a word that hurts, a word that's meant to make Marcus feel small, feel weak, feel like he's nothing. But Marcus doesn't let it break him. No, Marcus hears that word, and it lights a fire inside him, a fire that says, you don't know who I am, Karen. You don't know what I can do. You don't know what's coming. But Marcus doesn't say that out loud, not yet. He just stands there, his jaw tight, his eyes locked on Karen, his heart beating strong and steady, like a drum in a storm. Now, let's talk about the other people on the plane, because they're part of this too. The lady in 23A, the one by the window, is staring at Karen like she's a monster. Her book is forgotten, her hands are shaking a little, and she looks like she wants to say something, but she's too scared. The man in front, the one who turned around, is muttering to himself, shaking his head, like he can't believe what's happening. The teenage girl and her mom are whispering back and forth, their voices low but angry, like they're on Marcus's side, like they want to help. And then there's a guy a few rows up, a guy in a suit, who looks at Marcus and smirks, like he thinks Karen is right, like he thinks Marcus doesn't belong. Oh, that guy. He's going to regret that smirk, trust me. The plane is quiet now, so quiet you could hear a pin drop. Everyone is watching, everyone is waiting, everyone is wondering what's going to happen next. Will Marcus move? Will Karen win? Will someone say something, do something, stop this? The air feels heavy, like it's full of electricity, like a storm is about to break. And Marcus? Marcus is right in the middle of it, standing tall, standing strong, standing steady, even as Karen stares him down, even as the whispers grow, even as the eyes burn into him. But here's the thing, Marcus isn't just standing there, taking it. No, Marcus is thinking, planning, waiting. He's not the kind of guy who gives up, not the kind of guy who backs down, not the kind of guy who lets people like Karen win. Marcus has a secret, remember. A big secret, a powerful secret, a secret that could change everything. And right now, as Karen yells at him, as the passengers watch, as the tension builds, Marcus is deciding what to do, how to handle this, how to turn this moment into something bigger, something better, something that will make jaws drop and hearts race. Karen steps back now, her arms still crossed, her face still twisted into that scowl. I'm not going to argue with you, she says, her voice loud and sharp. You need to move, or I'm getting the captain. She turns on her heel, her shoes clicking on the floor, and starts walking toward the front of the plane, her head held high, like she's won, like she's the queen of this plane. The passengers watch her go, some of them nodding, some of them shaking their heads, some of them whispering to each other. The lady in 23A looks at Marcus, her eyes soft, like she wants to say, I'm sorry, but she doesn't speak. The man in front turns back around, muttering, this is ridiculous. The teenage girl and her mom are still whispering, their voices getting louder, like they're ready to stand up, ready to fight. And Marcus? Marcus just stands there, his boarding pass still in his hand, his backpack still in the overhead bin, his seat still waiting for him. He watches Karen walk away, watches her disappear into the front of the plane, and he takes another deep breath, slow and steady, like he's getting ready for something big, something huge, something that will change everything. What was her problem? And why was she so sure Marcus didn't belong? Oh, Karen has no idea at all, who she's messing with, no idea what's coming, no idea how the story is going to end. But let's talk about Marcus for a second, because Marcus is the key to all of this. Marcus isn't just a guy on a plane, not just a guy in seat 23B, not just a guy with a backpack and a boarding pass. No, Marcus is something more, something special, something powerful. And even now, even as Karen yells at him, even as the passengers stare, even as the tension builds, Marcus is calm, Marcus is steady, Marcus is strong. Why? Because Marcus knows something Karen doesn't, something the passengers don't, something even you, watching the story, don't know yet. Marcus has a secret, a big secret, a secret that's going to turn this whole plane upside down, a secret that's going to make Karen wish she'd never opened her mouth, a secret that's going to make everyone cheer, everyone clap, everyone say, wow, Marcus, you're amazing. What is that secret? Oh, I'm not going to tell you yet, not now. That would ruin the fun, wouldn't it? No, we're going to keep you guessing, keep you wondering, keep you hooked, because that's what a good story does. It builds the tension, it raises the stakes, it makes you want to know more. And trust me, there's a lot more to come, a lot more to see, a lot more to cheer for. Marcus is down right now, Marcus is being treated unfairly, Marcus is being judged, but Marcus is not out, not by a long shot. Marcus is just getting started, and in just a few minutes, oh, in just a few minutes, everything is going to change. So, what's going to happen next? Will Karen come back with the captain? Will Marcus have to move? Will someone stand up for him, help him, fight for him? Or will Marcus have to fight for himself, all by himself, against Karen, against the whispers, against the stares? Oh, you're going to love this, you're going to cheer for this, you're going to jump out of your seat for this. But for now, let's just watch, let's just wait, let's just feel the tension, the suspense, the storm that's building on this plane, in this aisle, around this man, Marcus Johnson, the man in seat 23B, the man with a secret, the man who's about to show everyone what he's really made of. The tension on the plane grew thicker by the second. Karen stormed off to the front of the plane, her heels clicking angrily on the floor. Marcus stayed calm, but inside, his mind was racing. He wasn't just some random passenger, you see. Marcus had a secret that could turn this whole situation upside down. But he wasn't ready to reveal it, not yet. He glanced around, noticing the other passengers. Some looked away, embarrassed. Others stared, whispering. One woman even muttered, he should just move. Why make a scene? Let's slow down and really feel this moment, because things are getting heavy, things are getting wild, things are getting exciting. Picture Marcus, standing there in the aisle, right by seat 23B. His backpack is in the overhead bin, his boarding pass is in his hand, and his heart? Oh, his heart is beating strong, steady, like a drum, even though everyone around him is acting like he's done something wrong. The air on the plane feels tight, like it's hard to breathe, like everyone is holding their breath, waiting to see what happens next. And Marcus? Marcus is right in the middle of it all, calm on the outside, but inside, oh, inside, his mind is moving fast, thinking, planning, waiting for the right moment. Now, Let's talk about Karen for a second, because Karen is not done causing trouble, not by a long shot. Her heels click, click, click on the floor as she storms to the front of the plane, her head held high, her arms swinging, her face twisted into that scowl. She's mad, oh, she's so mad, and she wants everyone to know it. She wants everyone to see that she's in charge, that she's the boss, that she's the one who gets to decide who belongs and who doesn't. And Marcus? In Karen's mind, Marcus doesn't belong, not in seat 23B, not on this plane, not anywhere near her. But here's the thing, Karen doesn't know the truth, doesn't know the secret, doesn't know what's coming. Oh, if she only knew, if she only knew. Meanwhile, back at seat 23B, Marcus is standing there, tall and strong, like a tree in a storm, like nothing can knock him down. He glances around, noticing the other passengers, the ones who are watching, the ones who are whispering, the ones who are judging. The lady in seat 23A, the one by the window, looks away, her face red, like she's embarrassed to be part of this, like she doesn't know what to do. The man in the row in front, the one who turned around before, is looking at Marcus now, his eyebrows raised, like he's curious, like he's waiting to see what happens. The teenage girl a few rows back, the one with the headphones, is whispering to her mom, pointing at Marcus, like she's trying to figure out what's going on. And then there's that woman, that one woman, the one who muttered, he should just move. Why make a scene? Oh, that woman, she's sitting a few rows up, in a fancy seat near the front, and she's looking at Marcus like he's a problem, like he's a troublemaker, like he's the one who's wrong. Marcus hears those words, he should just move. Why make a scene? And they sting, they hurt, they make his heart beat faster. But Marcus doesn't show it, not on the outside, not where everyone can see. No, Marcus keeps his face calm, his eyes steady, his voice quiet. But inside, oh, inside, those words light a fire that says, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not moving. I'm not giving up. Because Marcus isn't just some random passenger, remember. Marcus has a secret, a big secret, a secret that could change everything, a secret that could turn this whole plane upside down, a secret that could make everyone cheer, everyone clap, everyone say, wow, Marcus, you're amazing. But Marcus isn't ready to reveal it, not yet, not now. He's waiting, watching, planning, because Marcus is smart, Marcus is strong, Marcus is patient. Meanwhile, Karen is at the front of the plane, talking to the pilot. Captain, we've got a problem, she says, her voice dripping with annoyance. There's a man in 23B who refuses to move. I think he's lying about his seat. The pilot, a gruff man named Captain Daniels, sighs. Did you check the system, Karen? Karen hesitated. Well, no, but I know he doesn't belong there. Captain Daniels shook his head. Check the system, Karen. We don't have time for this. Let's picture the scene at the front of the plane, because it's important, it's big, it's part of the storm that's building. Karen is standing there, in front of the cockpit door, her arms crossed, her face red, her voice loud. She's talking to Captain Daniels, the pilot, the man in charge of the whole plane, the man who flies this big metal bird through the sky. Captain Daniels is older, with gray hair and a serious face, and he's not happy at all. He's got a plane to fly, a schedule to keep, passengers to take care of, and now, here's Karen, wasting his time, making a fuss, causing a scene. Did you check the system, Karen? He asks again, his voice low, like he's trying to stay calm, like he's trying not to yell. Karen hesitates, her eyes darting away, her mouth opening and closing, like she doesn't know what to say. Well, no, she finally admits, but I know he doesn't belong there. Captain Daniels shakes his head, slow and steady, like he's disappointed, like he's tired, like he's seen this before. Check the system, Karen, he says, his voice firm, like there's no arguing, like there's no way out. We don't have time for this. Karen huffs, loud and dramatic, like a kid who didn't get their way. Fine, she snaps, turning on her heel, her shoes clicking again, click, 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 as she storms over to the computer at the front of the plane. She's mad, oh, she's so mad, and she wants everyone to know it. She wants Captain Daniels to know it, She wants the other flight attendants to know it, she wants the passengers to know it, and most of all, she wants Marcus to know it. Because in Karen's mind, Marcus is the problem, Marcus is the trouble, Marcus is the one who's wrong. But here's the thing, Karen doesn't know the truth, doesn't know the secret, doesn't know what's coming. Oh, if she only knew, if she only knew. Back at seat 23B, Marcus is still standing there, tall and strong, calm and steady, even as the tension grows, even as the whispers get louder, even as the stares get sharper. He glances around again, noticing the passengers, noticing their faces, noticing their eyes. The lady in 23A is looking at him now, her book forgotten, her eyes soft, like she wants to say something, like she wants to help, but she's too scared, too shy, too unsure. The man in front is looking at Marcus too, his eyebrows still raised, his mouth open a little, like he's waiting for something, like he's expecting something, like he's curious about what's going to happen next. The teenage girl and her mom are whispering louder now, their voices sharp, like they're angry, like they're on Marcus's side, like they want to stand up, want to fight, want to help. And then there's that woman, that one woman, the one who muttered, he should just move. Why make a scene? She's looking at Marcus again, her face hard, her eyes narrow, like she's decided, without even knowing him, that he's the problem, that he's the trouble, that he's the one who's wrong. Marcus hears those whispers, feels those stares, sees those faces, and it's hard, it's heavy, it's tough. But Marcus doesn't let it break him, doesn't let it shake him, doesn't let it stop him. No, Marcus is stronger than that, smarter than that, better than that. Marcus has been through moments like this before, moments where people judge him, moments where people doubt him, moments where people try to push him down. But Marcus always gets back up, always stands tall, always comes out on top. And today, on this plane, in this aisle, by this seat, Marcus is going to do it again, but this time, oh, this time, it's going to be bigger, it's going to be wilder, it's going to be something everyone remembers. And then, Marcus does something small, something quiet, something nobody notices, at least, not yet. Marcus pulls out his phone. He holds it in his hand, his fingers moving fast, typing a quick message, a secret message, a message to someone, someone important, someone who can change everything. To who? Oh, you'll find out soon enough, you'll find out when the time is right, you'll find out when the jaws drop and the hearts race. But for now, all you need to know is this: Marcus is typing, Marcus is planning, Marcus is moving, even if it doesn't look like it, even if it doesn't seem like it, even if everyone thinks he's just standing there, taking it, losing it, giving up. Marcus's fingers move fast, tap, 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 on the screen, and then, oh, then, a small smile creeps onto his face, a tiny smile, a secret smile, a smile that says, I've got this. I'm not done. I'm not out. He hits send, and the message is gone, flying through the air, flying to someone, flying to somewhere, flying to change everything. And that smile, that little smile, oh, that smile is a hint, a clue, a whisper of what's coming, a whisper of Marcus's secret, a whisper of Marcus's power, a whisper of Marcus's plan. Whatever he's planning, whatever he's doing, whatever he's thinking, it's clear, oh, it's so clear, that Marcus isn't going to let Karen's rudeness slide, that Marcus isn't going to let this moment win, that Marcus isn't going to let the whispers and stares break him. But what could he do? He was just one man, right? Or, was he? Now, let's go back to Karen, because Karen is still at the front of the plane, still causing trouble, still making a fuss. She's at the computer now, her fingers slamming on the keys, her face red, her eyes narrow, her mouth tight. She's checking the system, just like Captain Daniels told her to, but oh, she's not happy about it, not happy at all. She's muttering to herself, low and mean, saying things like, this is ridiculous, and I know I'm right, and he doesn't belong here. The other flight attendants, the ones standing nearby, glance at her, their faces unsure, their eyes worried, like they don't know what to do, like they don't know what to say, like they don't know how to stop this storm that's building, this storm that's growing, this storm that's about to break. And then, oh, then, the computer screen lights up, and Karen's face changes, just for a second, just for a moment, just for a heartbeat. Her eyes widen, her mouth opens, her eyebrows shoot up, like she's seen something, like she's found something, like she's realized something. But then, oh, then, her face hardens again, her eyes narrow again, her mouth tightens again, and she mutters, "This can't be right. This is wrong. This is a mistake." What did she see? What did the computer say? What did the system show? Oh, you'll find out soon enough, you'll find out when the time is right, you'll find out when the jaws drop and the hearts race. But for now, all you need to know is this: Karen is not done, Karen is not giving up, Karen is not backing down. Karen is coming back to Marcus, coming back to C23B, coming back to cause more trouble, more tension, more storm. And Marcus? Marcus is still standing there, still tall, still strong, still steady, even as the tension grows, even as the whispers get louder, even as the stares get sharper. Marcus is watching, Marcus is waiting, Marcus is planning, because Marcus has a secret, remember. A big secret, a powerful secret, a secret that could change everything, a secret that could turn this whole plane upside down, a secret that could make everyone cheer, everyone clap, everyone say, "Wow, Marcus, you're amazing." But Marcus isn't ready to reveal it, not yet, not now. Marcus is patient, Marcus is smart, Marcus is strong, and Marcus is going to wait for the right moment, wait for the right time, wait for the right way to show everyone, show Karen, show the passengers, show the world, what he's really made of. So, what's going to happen next? Will Karen come back with more trouble? Will Captain Daniels get involved? Will the passengers stand up, help out, fight back? Or will Marcus have to do it all by himself, all on his own, all with his secret, his plan, his power? Oh, you're going to love this, you're going to cheer for this, you're going to jump out of your seat for this. But for now, let's just watch, let's just wait, let's just feel the tension, the suspense, the storm that's building on this plane, in this aisle, around this man, Marcus Johnson, the man in C23B, the man with a secret, the man who's about to show everyone what he's really made of. Exactly 19 minutes after Karen's first outburst, the plane's intercom crackled to life. "Attention, passengers," Captain Daniels's voice boomed. "We have an update regarding C23B." Karen smirked, thinking she'd won. She strutted back to Marcus, ready to gloat. "See? I told you. Time to move, sir. Let's slow down and really feel this moment, because this is it, this is the big moment, this is the part where everything changes, where jaws drop, where hearts race, where justice wins." Picture the plane, all quiet now, all eyes on Marcus, all ears on the intercom, all hearts beating fast, waiting, wondering, watching. Karen is standing there, in the aisle, right by C23B, her arms crossed, her face twisted into a smirk, a mean, nasty smirk, like she's the queen, like she's the boss, like she's won. Her heels are shiny, her badge is gleaming, her eyes are sharp, and she's looking at Marcus like he's nothing, like he's nobody, like he's just some guy she can push around. Oh, Karen, if you only knew, if you only knew. Marcus is standing there too, tall and strong, calm and steady, his boarding pass still in his hand, his backpack still in the overhead bin, his heart still beating strong, like a drum, like a storm, like a hero. He hears Karen's words, "See? I told you. Time to move, sir." And they sting, they hurt, they make his blood boil, but Marcus doesn't show it, not on the outside, not where Karen can see. No, Marcus keeps his face calm, his eyes steady, his voice quiet, because Marcus knows something Karen doesn't, something the passengers don't, something even you, watching the story, don't know yet. Marcus has a secret, a big secret, a powerful secret, a secret that's about to come out, a secret that's about to change everything, a secret that's about to make jaws drop and hearts race and Karen wish she'd never opened her mouth. But before Marcus can respond, before Marcus can say a word, before Marcus can even move, the intercom speaks again. "It appears there's been a misunderstanding," Captain Daniels's voice booms, loud and clear, echoing through the plane, bouncing off the walls, ringing in everyone's ears. C23B is indeed assigned to Mr. Marcus Johnson. The plane is quiet, so quiet you could hear a pin drop, so quiet you could hear a feather fall, so quiet you could hear a heartbeat. Karen's smirk grows bigger, her eyes shine brighter, her head lifts higher, because she thinks, oh, she thinks, she's won, she thinks Marcus is done, she thinks it's over. But then, oh, then, Captain Daniels keeps talking, and his voice changes, his voice shakes, his voice sounds shocked, like he can't believe what he's about to say. But more importantly, he says, and he pauses, a long, long pause, a pause that makes everyone lean forward, a pause that makes everyone hold their breath, a pause that makes everyone wonder, what? What? What is it? And then, oh, then, Captain Daniels says the words, the big words, the shocking words, the words that change everything. Mr. Johnson is not just a passenger. He is the new owner of Sky High Airlines. The plane goes dead silent. Dead silent, like the world has stopped, like time has frozen, like nobody can breathe, like nobody can move, like nobody can believe what they just heard. Karen's face freezes, her smirk gone, her eyes wide, her mouth hanging open like a fish out of water, like a frog on a log, like a kid who dropped their ice cream. Passengers gasp, loud and sharp, turning to stare at Marcus, their eyes big, their mouths open, their hands on their hearts. Owner. Owner. The lady in seat 23A drops her book, her hands shaking, her face shocked. The man in front turns around fully, his eyebrows up to his hair, his mouth open wide. The teenage girl and her mom stop whispering, their heads snapping up, their eyes shining, like they can't believe it, like they won't believe it, like they love it. And that woman, that one woman, the one who muttered, he should just move, oh, her face turns red, her eyes look down, her hands twist in her lap, like she's ashamed, like she's sorry, like she's wrong. Marcus stands up, slow and steady, tall and strong, his friendly smile gone, replaced by a look of pure confidence, a look of power, a look of justice. That's right, he says, his voice calm but powerful, loud but steady, strong but kind. I bought this airline last week. And you, Karen, have just shown me exactly what's wrong with it. His words are like thunder, like lightning, like a storm breaking over the plain, a storm of truth, a storm of justice, a storm of power. Everyone hears them, everyone feels them, everyone knows them, and oh, they love them, they cheer for them, they clap for them. Karen stammers, but, how? I didn't, her voice is shaky, her face is pale, her eyes are wide, like she's scared, like she's lost, like she's done. She tries to talk, tries to explain, tries to fight, but Marcus holds up a hand, one strong, steady hand, and stops her cold, stops her dead. You judged me before you even knew me, he says, his voice strong, his eyes sharp, his heart true. You treated me like I didn't belong, all because of how I look. But guess what? I'm not just some random guy. I'm the one who signs your paychecks or, well, used to. The plane erupts, oh, it erupts, like a volcano, like a cheer, like a roar. Passengers clap, passengers cheer, passengers shout, yes. 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 The lady in 23A claps her hands, her face shining, her eyes bright, like she's proud, like she's happy, like she's cheering for Marcus. The man in front pumps his fist, his face grinning, his voice shouting, that's right, Marcus. You tell her. The teenage girl and her mom jump up, their hands clapping, their voices yelling, go, Marcus. Go, Marcus. And that woman, that one woman, the one who muttered, he should just move, oh, she sinks down in her seat, her face red, her eyes down, her heart sorry, because she knows, oh, she knows, she was wrong, so very wrong. Karen stands there, frozen, stuck, lost, her face pale, her eyes wide, her mouth open, like she can't move, like she can't speak, like she can't believe. Marcus looks at her, tall and strong, calm and steady, powerful and kind, and everyone sees, everyone knows, everyone cheers, because Marcus isn't just a passenger, Marcus isn't just a guy, Marcus is the owner, the boss, the hero, the one who wins, the one who fights, the one who stands up for what's right. And Karen? Oh, Karen is done, Karen is out, Karen is over, because Marcus has shown her, shown everyone, shown the world, what justice looks like, what power looks like, What truth looks like. Captain Daniels stepped out of the cockpit, shaking his head at Karen. Karen, you're done. Security will meet you at the gate. You're fired, effective immediately. Karen's face turned bright red, then pale, then red again. She tried to argue, but the captain cut her off. No excuses. We don't treat passengers or anyone like that. Especially not the man who owns the company. Let's picture this moment, because it's big, it's strong, it's fair. Captain Daniels is standing there, tall and serious, his gray hair shining under the plane's lights, his pilot badge gleaming, his face hard, like he means business, like he's not playing around. He's looking at Karen, shaking his head, slow and steady, like he's disappointed, like he's sad, like he's angry. And Karen? Oh, Karen is falling apart, breaking down, losing everything. Her face turns red, like a tomato, then pale, like a ghost, then red again, like she's hot, then cold, then hot again. Her eyes are wide, her mouth is open, her hands are shaking, and she tries to talk, tries to fight, tries to save herself. But, I didn't mean. I didn't know, she stammers, her voice weak, her words broken, her heart scared. But Captain Daniels holds up his hand, one big, strong hand, and says, no excuses. We don't treat passengers or anyone like that. Especially not the man who owns the company. His voice is loud, his voice is clear, his voice is final, like a door slamming shut, like a book closing, like a story ending. Karen grabs her things, her bag, her coat, her badge, and storms off the plane, her heels clicking, click, 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 but not loud and proud anymore, not strong and mean anymore, no, now they're fast and scared, fast and weak, fast and done. The passengers watch her go, their eyes sharp, their faces happy, their hearts cheering, because Karen is gone, Karen is out, Karen is over, and justice, oh, justice has won, justice has come, justice has arrived. As Karen disappears, the passengers erupt into applause, loud and wild, like a storm of claps, like a wave of cheers, like a roar of happiness. Marcus raises a hand to quiet them, tall and strong, calm and steady, powerful and kind. Listen up, everyone, he says, his voice clear, his voice strong, his voice true. I bought this airline because I believe it can be better. Starting today, things are going to change. No more rudeness. No more unfair treatment. We're going to treat every passenger with respect, no matter who they are or where they're sitting. His words are like a promise, like a vow, like a light shining bright, and everyone hears them, everyone feels them, everyone loves them. The woman who'd whispered earlier, the one who said, he should just move. She looks down, her face red, her eyes ashamed, her heart sorry, because she knows, oh, she knows, she was wrong, so very wrong. The others. They nod, some even clapping again, their hands loud, their faces happy, their hearts full, because Marcus is right, Marcus is strong, Marcus is fair, and they see it, they feel it, they know it. Marcus sits back down in 23B, slow and steady, tall and strong, but now, oh, now, everyone sees him differently, everyone knows him differently, everyone loves him differently. He wasn't just a passenger anymore, he was a hero, a boss, a winner, a man who stood up, a man who fought back, a man who made things right. And there you have it, folks, the story of how one man turned a terrible moment into a chance for change. Marcus Johnson didn't just stand up for himself, he stood up for everyone who's ever been judged, ignored, or treated like they don't matter. So here's the big question for you, what would you do if you were in Marcus's shoes? Let me know in the comments, and if this story inspired you, hit that like button and share it with a friend. Because sometimes, the quietest person on the plane, is the one with the most power. And those who judge by appearances? They're the ones who never see it coming. Now, let's slow down and really think about this, because this story, oh, this story is big, this story is strong, this story is important, and it's not just about Marcus, not just about Karen, not just about a plane, no, it's about you, it's about me, it's about all of us, everywhere, every day. Let's take a deep breath, sit back, and really feel what the story means, really hear what the story says, really see what the story shows, because this story, oh, This story is a light, a fire, a spark, and it's here to help us, to teach us, to lift us up, to make us strong, to make us brave, to make us better. First, let's talk about Marcus, because Marcus, oh, Marcus is special, Marcus is amazing, Marcus is a hero, but not the kind of hero with a cape or a sword. No, Marcus is a hero with a heart, a hero with a mind, a hero with a voice, a hero who looks like you, a hero who looks like me, a hero who looks like anyone, anywhere, anytime. Marcus was just a man, just a guy, just a passenger, sitting in seat 23B, wearing a t-shirt, carrying a backpack, smiling a friendly smile, but inside, oh, inside, Marcus was more, Marcus was bigger, Marcus was stronger, Marcus was powerful, because Marcus had a secret, a big secret, a secret that changed everything, a secret that turned a bad day into a good day, a mean moment into a fair moment, a wrong into a right. But here's the thing, Marcus didn't have to be the owner of the airline to be a hero. No, Marcus was a hero before that. Marcus was a hero when he stayed calm, Marcus was a hero when he stood tall, Marcus was a hero when he didn't yell, didn't fight, didn't hate, even when Karen was mean, even when Karen was rude, even when Karen was wrong. Marcus was a hero because he didn't let the mean words break him, didn't let the stares scare him, didn't let the whispers stop him. Marcus was a hero because he was strong inside, strong in his heart, strong in his mind, strong in his soul, and that, oh, that is the kind of hero we can all be, the kind of hero we can all try to be, the kind of hero we can all want to be. Now, let's talk about Karen, because Karen, oh, Karen is part of the story too, Karen is part of the lesson, Karen is part of the warning, Karen is part of the change. Karen was mean, Karen was rude, Karen was wrong, but why? Why was Karen so mean? Why was Karen so rude? Why was Karen so wrong? Because Karen looked at Marcus, looked at his skin, looked at his clothes, looked at his seat, and decided, without even knowing him, without even asking him, without even listening to him, that he didn't belong, that he wasn't good, that he wasn't right. Karen judged Marcus by how he looked, not by who he was, not by what he did, not by what he said, and that, oh, that was her big mistake, her big error, her big wrong. But here's the thing, Karen isn't the only one who does that. No, Karen isn't the only one who judges, Karen isn't the only one who guesses, Karen isn't the only one who decides, without knowing, without asking, without listening. Sometimes, we all do that, sometimes, we all look, sometimes, we all judge, sometimes, we all guess, and that, oh, that is something we need to stop, something we need to fix, something we need to change, because judging, oh, judging is wrong, judging is mean, judging is unfair, and judging, oh, judging can hurt, judging can break, judging can stop people from being who they are, stop people from doing what they can, stop people from shining like the stars they are. So, let's think about this, let's really think, let's really feel, let's really see, because this story, oh, this story is a mirror for you, a mirror for me, a mirror for all of us, everywhere, every day. What would you do if you were in Marcus's shoes? What would you do if someone was mean to you, rude to you, wrong to you, just because of how you look, just because of where you sit, just because of who they think you are? Would you yell? Would you cry? Would you run? Or would you stand tall, stand strong, stand calm, like Marcus, like a tree in a storm, like a rock in a river, like a light in the dark? Oh, that's a big question, a hard question, a strong question, and I want you to think about it, I want you to feel about it, I want you to talk about it, because that question, oh, that question is the key to being strong, the key to being brave, the key to being you. And here's another question, another big question, another hard question, another strong question. What would you do if you were one of the passengers, one of the people watching, one of the people whispering, one of the people staring? Would you stay quiet, stay still, stay scared, like the lady in 23A, like the man in front, like the woman who muttered, he should just move? Or would you stand up, speak up, help out, like the teenage girl, like her mom, like the people who clapped, who cheered, who shouted, yes, Marcus, yes? Oh, that's a big question too, a hard question too, a strong question too, and I want you to think about it, I want you to feel about it, I want you to talk about it, because that question, oh, that question is the key to being kind, the key to being fair, the key to being a friend. Now, let's talk about power, because power, oh, power is a big word, a strong word, a special word, and this story, oh, this story is full of power, full of strength, full of might. Marcus had power, big power, strong power, special power, because Marcus was the owner, the boss, the leader, but here's the thing: Marcus's real power, Marcus's true power, Marcus's best power, wasn't in his job, wasn't in his title, wasn't in his money, no, Marcus's real power, Marcus's true power, Marcus's best power, was in his heart, in his mind, in his soul, in his calm, in his strength, in his kindness, in his fairness, in his justice. And that, oh, that is the kind of power we can all have, the kind of power we can all find, the kind of power we can all use, because power, oh, power isn't just for owners, power isn't just for bosses, power isn't just for leaders, no, power is for you, power is for me, power is for all of us, everywhere, every day. Think about it, think about it, think about it sometimes. The quietest person, the calmest person, the kindest person, is the one with the most power, the one with the most strength, the one with the most might, because power, oh, power isn't loud, power isn't mean, power isn't rude, no, power is quiet, power is calm, power is kind, and power, oh, power is inside, inside you, inside me, inside all of us, waiting, 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 to come out, to shine bright, to make things right, to change the world, one moment, one day, one person at a time. And what about those who judge, those who guess, those who decide, without knowing, without asking, without listening? Oh, they're the ones who lose, they're the ones who fall, they're the ones who fail, because they never see it coming, they never see the power, they never see the strength, they never see the hero, standing right there, right in front of them, right in their way, right in their world. So, don't be a Karen, don't be a judger, don't be a guesser, no, be a Marcus, be a hero, be a light, be a power, be a strength, be a kindness, be a fairness, be a justice, because that, oh, that is the way to win, the way to shine, the way to change, the way to be. So, here's the big question, the hard question, the strong question, one more time, one last time, one final time: what would you do if you were in Marcus's shoes? What would you do if you were in the passenger's shoes? Oh, I want to know, I want to hear, I want to see, so let me know in the comments, let me know your thoughts, let me know your hearts, let me know your dreams, because you, oh, you are part of this story, you are part of this lesson, you are part of this change. And if this story inspired you, if this story lifted you, if this story helped you, hit that like button, share it with a friend, tell the world, tell the sky, tell the stars, because stories, oh, stories are lights, stories are fires, stories are sparks, and stories, oh, stories can change, can help, can heal, can save, one moment, one day, one person at a time. Because sometimes, oh, sometimes, the quietest person on the plane, the quietest person in the room, the quietest person in the world, is the one with the most power, the one with the most strength, the one with the most might, and those who judge by appearances, those who guess by looks, those who decide by sight. Oh, they're the ones who lose, they're the ones who fall, they're the ones who fail, because they never see it coming, they never see the hero, they never see the light, they never see the change, standing right there, right in front of them, right in their way, right in their world. So, be a Marcus, be a hero, be a light, be a power, be a strength, be a kindness, be a fairness, be a justice, and shine, oh, shine, shine bright, shine strong, shine true, today, tomorrow, always.